The Stoic mind, mastering your inner world for a fulfilling life. The human mind, a universe unto itself, dictates our actions, colors our perceptions, and ultimately shapes our reality. The Stoics, ancient philosophers renowned for their wisdom and resilience, recognize the profound power of mastering one's mind as the cornerstone of a virtuous and fulfilling life. This essay, drawing inspiration from Stoic principles, explores 15 key lessons to cultivate mental fortitude and navigate the complexities of existence with wisdom and grace. By incorporating Stoic teachings alongside original thought and creative exploration, we will delve into practical strategies for transforming adversity into opportunity, pursuing virtue over fleeting pleasure, managing expectations with equanimity, and ultimately, mastering our inner world to achieve lasting serenity. 1. The alchemist's fire. Using adversity as fuel. Life inevitably throws curveballs. Hardships, failures, and setbacks are not anomalies, but integral parts of the human experience. The Stoic approach to adversity is not one of passive resignation, but of active transformation. Instead of allowing challenges to demoralize and defeat, we can learn to harness them as fuel for growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, eloquently stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound statement encapsulates the Stoic perspective on adversity. Obstacles are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. The key lies in shifting our perspective. When faced with a setback, instead of succumbing to despair or self-pity, we can adopt a mindset of inquiry and opportunity. What did I learn from this experience? How can I improve my approach? Where is the potential for self-correction and growth? These reflective questions allow us to extract valuable lessons from even the most painful situations. A failed project, for instance, can become a catalyst for developing new skills, refining strategies, and ultimately, achieving greater success in the future. A painful relationship can offer profound insights into our own needs, patterns, and boundaries, leading to healthier and more fulfilling connections. Furthermore, the Stoics emphasize the importance of avoiding complacency during times of peace and prosperity. The looming possibility of challenges should motivate us to prepare, to train, and to appreciate the blessings we currently possess. Seneca, the Roman statesman and Stoic philosopher, aptly noted, "Difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body." Just as physical exercise builds strength and endurance, mental challenges fortify our resilience and equip us to handle future hardships with greater confidence. By anticipating potential difficulties, we can develop contingency plans, cultivate mental toughness, and avoid becoming overly reliant on external circumstances. Following a major setback, it is natural and necessary to grieve, to acknowledge the loss, and to process the pain. However, the Stoic approach encourages us to shift our focus to the future, to channel the pain into increased wisdom and progress. How can we use this experience to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate? How can we transform our suffering into a source of inspiration and growth? By embracing adversity as a catalyst for self-improvement, we can not only overcome challenges, but also emerge stronger and more resilient than before. Each obstacle conquered becomes a testament to our inner strength and a source of unwavering confidence. 2. The North Star of virtue, pursuing excellence of character. In a world saturated with instant gratification and fleeting pleasures, the Stoics offer a timeless antidote, the pursuit of virtue. While momentary enjoyment has its place in a balanced life, the Stoics cautioned against making it the primary focus. Instead, they advocated for dedicating our time and energy to worthwhile endeavors aligned with our highest values, such as creating beauty, helping others, learning, and connecting deeply with others. These pursuits, rooted in virtue, bring profound meaning and lasting fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius urged us to waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1. This call to action emphasizes the importance of embodying moral virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline in our daily lives. Developing these virtues requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to confront our own shortcomings. However, the rewards are immeasurable: a sense of purpose, inner peace, and a deep connection to something larger than ourselves. The Stoic approach does not advocate for a life devoid of pleasure. Rather, it encourages us to savor the simple joys of life: a delicious meal, laughter with friends, a moment of quiet contemplation, but to ensure that these pleasures are fueled by and fuel our pursuit of virtue. True fulfillment, the Stoics argued, comes not from chasing ephemeral pleasures, but from excelling at moral virtues and contributing to the well-being of others. Quick fixes and fleeting gratifications fade into oblivion, while wisdom and character endure as the foundation of a meaningful life. To master our minds, we must subordinate superficial desires to our best selves, keeping our thoughts and actions steadfastly oriented toward virtue, not fleeting gratification. 3. The anchor of reality, managing expectations with equanimity. Much of our suffering stems from unrealistic expectations. We demand perfect health, unwavering success, and impeccable treatment from others. The Stoics recognize that challenges are inevitable, that life is a tapestry woven with both joy and sorrow. Expecting otherwise is not only unrealistic, but also sets us up for disappointment and frustration. By cultivating realistic expectations, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater equanimity and resilience. While pursuing ambitious goals is commendable, the Stoics advised holding them lightly, remaining flexible in our approach, and avoiding rigid attachment to specific outcomes. Life rarely unfolds according to our carefully laid plans. Setbacks are inevitable, and we must be prepared to adapt artfully to unforeseen circumstances. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, we can see them as valuable feedback, providing opportunities to learn, adjust, and grow. Furthermore, the Stoics cautioned against harboring unrealistic expectations of ourselves and others. Progress is rarely linear. It often occurs in fits and starts. We must be compassionate with our own flaws and missteps, recognizing that growth is a lifelong process. Kindness and understanding should temper our standards, allowing us to approach ourselves and others with empathy and acceptance. With balanced expectations, we can roll with life's punches smoothly, neither shattered by failure nor consumed by success. Equanimity arises from anticipating the natural ebb and flow of existence. Mastering our mindset requires seeing the world clearly, accepting its imperfections, and approaching challenges with a rational and optimistic outlook. Even hardships become easier to face when we temper our expectations with reality and cultivate a hopeful yet grounded perspective. 4. The inner citadel, separating externals from internals. The Stoics drew a crucial distinction between externals, things outside of our control, such as wealth, status, and the opinions of others, and internals, things within our control, such as our thoughts, actions, and character. They argued that true happiness and freedom lie not in chasing external validation, but in mastering our inner world. As Marcus Aurelius eloquently stated, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. No one can force us to think or feel in certain ways without our consent. We always have the power to choose our mindset and shape our character. Therefore, we should not place our self-worth in unstable things like career success, physical appearance, or fame, as these reside outside of our control. Instead, we should focus on cultivating inner riches, such as wisdom, integrity, and personal growth. These are the qualities that truly define us and that no one can ever take away. While striving to improve externals is ethically justifiable, we must avoid becoming emotionally attached to them. Serenity comes from mastering our inner world, not from controlling fickle externals. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, succinctly put it, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are in your control, and some things are not. To cultivate this understanding, we must develop self-awareness, catching ourselves when we react impulsively to situations rather than responding thoughtfully. We must remember that the power to shape our experience resides within. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we can navigate life's challenges with greater peace and resilience. 5. The taming of emotions. Overcoming negativity with reason. The Stoics did not advocate for suppressing emotions or pretending to feel differently. Rather, they believed that we can relate to even painful emotions with reason, perspective, and wisdom. When destructive feelings like anxiety, anger, or jealousy arise, we can pause before reacting, breathe deeply, and create mental space around the emotion to prevent it from overwhelming us. From an objective perspective, we can consider the emotion's source. Is its intensity justified? Is it disproportionate to the situation? We can see the emotion as passing weather, rather than a storm devastating our inner world permanently. Instead of venting the raw emotion or following its irrational urges, we can focus on responding thoughtfully, taking constructive action aligned with our goals and values. With practice, we can feel even difficult emotions without allowing them to dictate our behavior. The key is maintaining our perspective, priorities, and principles amidst even the stormiest states. Seneca advised that the spirit ought to be brought up for examination daily. By checking in with ourselves regularly, we can manage our emotions wisely, transforming them from masters into servants and strengthening our discernment in the process. 6. The architect of reality, reframing problems for growth. When encountering obstacles and setbacks, the Stoics recommended pausing reactive frustration and instead asking constructive questions. What can I learn from this situation? How might this actually benefit me in ways I don't yet see? What good could even come from this difficulty? By reframing problems as opportunities for growth, we can transform adversity into a catalyst for self-improvement. Furthermore, the Stoics emphasize the importance of shifting our focus from dwelling on the problem itself to actively seeking solutions. What solutions can I brainstorm? What step can I take right now? How can I prevent this problem from recurring in the future? By adopting a solutions-oriented mentality, we build confidence and resilience, knowing that we possess the resourcefulness to handle whatever comes our way. While taking time to process pain and misfortune is essential, we must avoid getting stuck in lamenting. Moving quickly into asking what now and what next can spark growth and progress. Embracing a solutions-oriented approach builds confidence and resilience, allowing us to stay motivated and resourceful in the face of adversity. As the Stoics counseled, welcoming difficulty is a way to develop virtue and wisdom. Each problem solved strengthens our ability to tackle the next one, propelling us to greater heights with practice. 7. The wellspring of contentment, limiting desires for fulfillment. The Stoics recognized that wanting ever more leads to dissatisfaction, while intentional moderation of desires increases contentment. They encouraged us to aim to need little rather than have everything, noticing when desires for acquisition, stimulation, status, and other external things arise. While enjoying pleasures in moderation is acceptable, we should be wary of insatiability, which can breed addiction and emptiness. Comparing ourselves to those with more often leads to a lack of appreciation for what we already have. The wise, however, find riches in developing character and cherishing the simple joys available to all. When desires for unnecessary things appear, pausing and reflecting on how they might bring access rather than fulfillment can be beneficial. If we choose to fulfill a desire, we should consider virtue and service instead of consumption. While setting ambitious goals and envisioning new horizons is important, it should be done for the sake of growth and contribution, not for feeding endless desires. The more we want, the more frustrated we become when life inevitably falls short of meeting all our desires. However, by needing little, we find abundance already exists. Limiting desires allows gratitude to arise naturally, fostering a sense of contentment and peace. 8. The dance of harmony, flowing with nature's rhythm. The Stoics believe that attempting to fight nature breeds distress, while flowing with it brings harmony. Consider what contributes to our health, growth, and excellence, aligning with human nature by prioritizing nourishing food, learning, meaningful work, and loving relationships. We should also minimize pollution and destruction of a natural world, treading lightly on Earth by consuming less, creating less waste, and protecting ecosystems, which eases our conscience. Examining natural cycles like seasons, day and night, aging, and impermanence allows us to flow with these currents rather than resisting them. Taking time to rest and restore, letting go gracefully when our season passes, is essential. As Marcus Aurelius said, live in harmony with nature. We should not try to force conditions life does not allow, but accept gains and losses with equanimity, adapting flexibly along life's unfolding. Resisting the fundamental way things are only brings frustration, but accepting what accords with nature and working skillfully within that reality brings serenity and wisdom, allowing us to live in tune with the natural order. 9. The sculptor of the soul, focusing on character development. Cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation brings meaning and fulfillment. Our character matters more than external reputation or acclaim. Taking stock of our principles and how we embody them in daily life, and doing an honest self-assessment to identify areas where we can demonstrate greater integrity, helpfulness, and resilience is crucial. Setting intentions each day to lead through example, focusing less on instructing others and more on modeling upright conduct ourselves, aligns with Stoic principles. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. B1. When facing choices, considering how our decision reflects on our character more than consequences for fame or status is important. Reputation is secondary to walking our talk. While taking satisfaction in hard-earned honors is acceptable, cultivating excellence of soul should be our first priority. Staying humble and doing good works discreetly without requiring credit helps us fortify our moral purpose against life's storms. Character can withstand all changes in fortune. Continuously working to align action and wisdom ensures we are living in accordance with our values and striving to become the best version of ourselves. 10. The captain of your fate. Embracing an internal locus of control. Having an internal locus of control means believing that we have agency over outcomes through our choices and actions. The alternative, an external locus, feels like results stem from external forces, not self-determination. Reflecting often on how our future depends on the thoughts and actions we take each day, even amidst hardship, empowers us to steer our inner ship mindfully. We don't have to be passive victims of circumstance. Avoiding blanket accusations like, "My boss makes me miserable," or "My ex ruined my life," is essential, as these externalize agency to others. We always have the power of choice in how we perceive and respond. Owning that power is crucial. External factors exist, but fixating on them breeds helplessness. Instead, focusing on what we can control, our habits, thoughts, and actions, reduces anxiety, as we can act on internal factors to direct our lives wisely. An internal locus of control doesn't guarantee perfect outcomes, but it empowers us to keep learning and improving based on results. Through our own volition, we write the story of our lives. 11. The mirror of mortality. Contemplating death for clarity. Memento mori, remembering that we will die, provides essential perspective to tame anxiety and live intentionally. Death puts life in proper light. Thinking often of how fleeting life is, and recognizing that our remaining days may be few or many, but death comes for all, instills passion for living fully now, not waiting until conditions are perfect. Postponing nothing meaningful and imagining ourselves at life's, and allows us to live presently with wisdom. Guiding values become clearer when mortality draws near. Contemplating death drives us to prioritize what matters, contributing good, sharing love, and cultivating awareness. Legacy becomes more important than chasing distractions or comforts. Keeping these priorities daily, though we know death awaits, our days are still overflowing with possibility. Anchoring in mortality clears the path to make the most of this finite gift. Death provides perspective, not despair, to those who see with soulful eyes, helping us appreciate the preciousness of each moment. 12. The forge of the spirit. Practicing resilience through hardship. Just as muscles must regularly strain to grow stronger, difficulties provide the resistance that builds our mental and emotional fortitude. Leaning into productive hardship rather than avoiding it means choosing growth over comfort, running uphill rather than downhill, and challenging ourselves to get comfortable being uncomfortable. When facing trials, reminding ourselves that this is precisely the training we need to build our resilience, patience, and courage is vital. Enduring difficulties graciously strengthens our grit. Just as weights tear, then strengthen muscle fibers. Persisting through setbacks with tenacity rather than giving up at the first sign of struggle is essential. Assuming growth will take sustained effort over time and imagining ourselves as an oak, not a blade of grass, allows us to stand tall through storms. Knowing our limits and resting to integrate lessons, while regularly pushing boundaries with consistent training, helps us internalize the truth that we can handle more than we think. Facing each new challenge as an opportunity to expand our capacities and saying with confidence at every threshold, "I am equal to this," enables us to grow stronger through the trials life sends our way, providing the perfect resistance. 13. The ripple effect of kindness. Helping others for meaning. Service provides meaning and perspective to overcome petty concerns. Looking for ways our unique gifts and experiences equip us to contribute good works, such as brightening someone's day with a kind gesture or offering wisdom from our life path that benefits another, is essential. When noticing someone struggling financially, emotionally, or otherwise, reaching out to offer support and encouragement without judgment is crucial. Simply listening wholeheartedly can be a blessing enough. Helping others pulls us outside of our own limited worldview and gives us perspective on what really matters when faced with life's essentials, such as caring for sick friends or volunteering in impoverished areas. While caring for our own needs is important, avoiding becoming trapped in the smallness of constant self-concern allows regular service to expand our spirit exponentially. The wise know their lives gain meaning not by hoarding joys, but by giving them away. Our gains multiply when shared. Identifying who needs our help and how we can lift them up provides an inestimable reward. 14. The mirror of integrity. Mastering yourself before others. Working diligently to improve our own habits and faults first, leading by the example of our actions rather than empty criticism, is essential. When noticing ourselves getting irritated by other people's flaws and missteps, pausing to turn attention inward and asking how we could model the qualities like patience or kindness that we'd like to see is beneficial. Before instructing or coercing others, asking if we ourselves demonstrate excellence in the area we are demanding and whether our own conduct inspires aligns with Stoic principles. Leading first by walking our talk. As Marcus Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one means not just philosophizing virtues, but exemplifying them through devoted practice, especially when difficult. While allowing room for growth and gently helping others improve, once we walk the path is commendable. Credibility comes from diligent self-mastery first. Reproaching ourselves before reproaching others and consistently demonstrating the principles we wish the world followed gives us the power to uplift others through the inspiration of our model. Refining ourselves into the change we seek lights the way for others. 15. The art of conscious living. living deliberately with purpose, taking time for presence and principle-based decisions, pausing frequently throughout the day to check in with ourselves and asking how we are spending this hour and whether it is aligned with our highest values or just inertia ensures we make active choices to realign with purpose when needed. Before important decisions or interactions, taking time to center ourselves first and coming fully into the present moment allows us to respond thoughtfully based on wisdom rather than just impulsive emotion. When noticing ourselves just rushing through activities anxiously to finish them, slowing down to do them with full engagement, creativity, and enjoyment of the process brings depth. While routines help conserve willpower and spontaneity has joys, balancing structure with flexibility and avoiding living days, weeks, and months on autopilot is essential. Continuously asking if we are living deliberately, staying conscious in each moment, requires effort but unlocks great opportunity. Presence allows discerning which actions align with our best self and which lead astray. The undisciplined mind lives blindly, pushed and pulled by external forces, but the mastered mind moves from its center. Practicing presence allows us to reclaim our sovereignty to live by design rather than default. Key takeaways: a Stoic compass for life. The 15 Stoic lessons outlined above offer a powerful framework for mastering our minds and living a more virtuous, fulfilling, and resilient life. Here's a summary of the key takeaways. Embrace adversity. Transform challenges into fuel for growth and self-improvement. Pursue virtue. Prioritize moral excellence over fleeting pleasures. Manage expectations. Cultivate realistic expectations to navigate life's ups and downs with equanimity. Control your inner world. Focus on mastering your thoughts, actions, and character, rather than chasing external validation. Overcome negative emotions. Relate to difficult emotions with reason, perspective, and wisdom. Reframe problems. See obstacles as opportunities for growth and actively seek solutions. Limit desires. Cultivate contentment by moderating your desires and appreciating what you already have. Flow with nature. Live in harmony with the natural world, accepting its cycles and rhythms. Focus on character. Develop virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Embrace internal control. Believe in your agency to shape your own destiny. Contemplate mortality. Use the awareness of death to prioritize what truly matters. Practice resilience. Build mental and emotional fortitude by embracing challenges. Help others. Find meaning and perspective by serving others and contributing to the greater good. Master yourself. Lead by example, embodying the virtues you wish to see in the world. Live deliberately. Make conscious choices aligned with your values, living each moment with purpose and intention. By integrating these Stoic principles into our daily lives, we can cultivate a resilient mindset, navigate challenges with grace, and ultimately master our inner world to achieve lasting serenity and fulfillment. The journey of self-mastery is a lifelong endeavor, but the rewards are immeasurable. A life lived with purpose, meaning, and unwavering inner peace.